Ever wondered how an 800-year-old document still impacts the world today? Welcome to the intriguing saga of the Magna Carta. Originating in the 13th century, this monumental document is a beacon of liberty and justice, even in today's modern world. Born out of a volatile period in English history, the Magna Carta, Latin for Great Charter, was a peace treaty between King John and his rebellious barons. But its significance extends far beyond this historical context. The Magna Carta is widely recognized for laying the groundwork for the rule of law and the protection of individual rights, principles that continue to shape many of the world's democracies. From the United States Constitution to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the echoes of this medieval document can be heard. The Magna Carta serves as a timeless reminder that no one, not even a king, is above the law. It's fascinating, isn't it? This ancient document still forms the bedrock of modern legal systems. To fully appreciate the Magna Carta, we need to travel back to the 13th century, a time of unrest and rebellion. Let's paint the scene. The reign of King John was marked by constant political turmoil. The monarchy, once the absolute authority, was facing growing discontent from his nobles, the barons. They were disgruntled by the king's heavy taxation and arbitrary justice. The king's failed military campaigns in France only added fuel to this smoldering fire of discontent. This conflict between the king and his barons was not merely a power struggle. It was a tussle between absolute monarchy and the rights of the nobility, a battle for establishing a rule of law. The barons sought to limit the king's powers and safeguard their own rights, leading to a series of failed negotiations with the king. These negotiations reached their peak in the year 1215. King John was left with no choice but to meet the rebellious barons at Runnymede, a meadow by the River Thames. It was here, on the 15th of June, that a historical document was produced, a document that would forever change the course of history. This document, known as the Magna Carta, was not just a peace treaty between the king and his barons. It was a declaration of the rights and liberties of the nobility. It was a stark reminder that even the king was not above the law. The Magna Carta was a turning point in the history of human rights and liberties. Though it initially served to protect the interests of the barons, it laid down a fundamental principle. It asserted that no one, not even the king, was above the law. This principle was later extended to all citizens, shaping the democratic societies we live in today. The road to the Magna Carta was paved with conflict and rebellion. It was a journey marked by the struggle for power and the pursuit of justice. But it was this journey that led to the birth of one of the most important documents in human history. And thus, in a meadow by the River Thames, the Magna Carta was born, a symbol of resistance against absolute power. So what does this historic document actually say? Well, at the heart of Magna Carta lie a few key provisions that were revolutionary in the 13th century and remain fundamental to our understanding of justice and fairness today. Magna Carta enshrined the principle that no one, not even the king, is above the law. It set out specific protections for certain rights of the people, including the right to a fair trial and protection from unlawful imprisonment. Moreover, it placed important limitations on the power of the ruler. For instance, it stated unequivocally that the king could not levy or collect any taxes without the common council of the kingdom, effectively introducing the concept of no taxation without representation. These ideas may seem commonplace now, but in the context of medieval England, they were groundbreaking. They signaled a shift from absolute monarchy towards a constitutional one. In essence, Magna Carta was a bold assertion that the king too was subject to the law. Fast forward to the 21st century, the spirit of Magna Carta continues to resonate. This ancient document, penned on a quiet meadow in Runnymede, has left an indelible mark on the world, shaping the very fabric of our societies. The principles enshrined in Magna Carta, the rights of individuals, the rule of law, and the limits of government, have become cornerstones of constitutional law around the globe. They've influenced the formation of key documents that uphold our rights and freedoms today, including the United States Constitution and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The Magna Carta's legacy is not confined to parchment and ink. It lives on in the democratic institutions we have, the justice we seek, and the freedoms we cherish. It's a testament to the enduring power of an idea, the belief that every individual deserves justice, dignity, and freedom. So, next time you marvel at the freedoms we enjoy today, spare a thought for the Magna Carta, the great charter that started it all.